Good evening, everybody. What a wonderful, wonderful night. Elisha, happy birthday. There's lots of Motorolans in this room, but on behalf of the Motorolans all over the world, every one of them wishes you a very, very happy birthday. What a wonderful video that was about a great guy, a great career, and three things really stick out to me. Number one was how much it highlighted his family. And I'm very fortunate that I spent a lot of time with Elisha, and we traveled around the world, and he, as the video indicated, is very intense, very passionate, high energy about business. But then when you take a break and he starts to talk about his family, and his eyes start to water up, and he talks slowly about each one of them, you realize how important all of you are to him and how much he loves you very, very much. The second thing that sticks in my mind about that video is I finally realized I'm not the only person that Elisha has been trying to sell shoes to. I never understood it, why he was down in the lobby of the hotels telling me about how it's center of balance. Fortunately, the rest of you are being sold shoes as well. But Elisha, the other thing that was in that video, and I'm sure Greg Brown will agree with me, is that the Motorola executives are in fact all afraid of Elisha, and we do exactly what he tells us to do. Now, Elisha also is celebrating another big event, the 40 years with our company. And as a long-term Motorola myself, I can tell you I'm glad and I am thrilled that the Motorola executives, especially the ones that came before me, did in fact listen to Elisha. And it was because of his passion for business, for his innovative mind, that so much technology is associated with our company, and so many people around the world have a job, raised their families, educated their children because of this man. And without Elisha, Motorola, and especially Motorola Israel, would not be what it is today. And every Motorolan thanks you from the bottom of our heart, Elisha. Congratulations.
Thank you, Gene. And please, Greg, believe it or not, they came all the way just for that party. We did see, I will tell you later. So, Greg, please.
So I'm not even sure where to begin. I've never met anybody in my life like Elisha. I'm sure you understand. He's unique. We did spend time, Gene, Elisha, and myself, Kelly Mark, my chief of staff today, with the earlier this week in Europe with the Minister of Communications, and then also with the Minister of Trade, Prime Minister Netanyahu, Minister Barak today. Everybody receives Elisha with an embrace, with respect. I agree, Gene. We Motorola executives back in the U.S., we listen to Elisha. Because if we don't, he tells us again. And again. And I think it was one of the ministers that talked about Elisha and said, I think he's a nut, but I say that in a positive way, in an endearing way. And Elisha, I think of education, community, family. He constantly speaks about his 2 daughters, his 7 grandchildren, constantly. And of course, I too think about his contributions as a business executive. And Motorola, Gene said it best. Motorola Israel would never, never, never have achieved what we've achieved by employing 3,500 people, by running the Mears network with 500,000 people, by supporting the Minister of Defense and the local police in a way that's second to none, by having a manufacturing facility in Arad for 23 years. The reason Motorola did that was this man. He drove it. But outside of the impact he has in Israel, he's known around the world. I, like Gene, have the good fortune of traveling all around the world, and I've never met anyone with the unique blend of integrity, passion, tenacity, heart, family, caring, constant flow of ideas. You are one of a kind. You are definitely one of a kind. And he's recognized, and yes, he has many accolades and achievements as the chairman of Motorola Israel for over 10 years, a distinguished and spectacular 40-year career at Motorola, recognized with achievement awards and personal awards by the Minister of Communications, the Minister of Trade, the Minister of National Infrastructure, recognized and received by all prime ministers, listened to with public policy in Israel. Very smart. He cares. At the end of the day, and I watched the video, and you hear words like an industrialist, but someone said, you know, Elisha's a monument. I look at Elisha, I think he is a monument, a permanent monument. He's a rock. He gets things done, but he's caring and sensitive. And he loves his family. So at the end, and believe me, he's nowhere near the end. So he will be in charge of things. And for the next 20 years, Gene and I will take orders from Elisha, because that's the way it goes. And I look to Elisha as a friend. He's wise. He's got good instincts. But at the end of the day, I hope all of us can look back and say two things. Things are better. Things are better because of my involvement. Because of Elisha's involvement in every single thing he's touched. Things are significantly better. And also you want to say, I made a difference. I made an impact. I made a mark. People will remember. Not just me, but energy, ideas, and things will live in perpetuity, and he will pass on lessons to all of us, and his daughters, and his grandchildren. And Elisha Yanai, you've made a mark. As the CEO of Motorola, as your friend, I appreciate everything you've done. Your candor, your achievements, your drive. We love you. Congratulations.